Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode here on the channel with me. And as always, I'm your host, Dragon Steve. And so, anyways, what's going on? And today we will be doing episode 3 of Adventures in the Skydom. And as always, as the last few times, we are joined by the Slayer playing Eleise and Rose playing Yvonne. So, we left
As
off.
usual, I'm streaming my point of view over on Twitch, and you can watch the VOD over on my YouTube channel.
And last time, we left off with the two of you in the ancient tomb that Arthur recommended you check out, before going to inspect the sighting of Exia on a nearby island. You had just defeated the first two skeletons of the tomb, and at the very edge of the light that you're producing with your magic Eleise, there is a door.
Go through that door.
Alright.
Yeah, that's cool.
Go up to the door.
Alrighty then.
As you try and open this door, it does not budge, for this door is locked.
Well, at least we know it's locked for
Shifting to
certain.
turn into a bugbear, then try to just punch it open.
Can I just turn into something super small? Since I still have a wild shape to do. Like, I could get through the lock and open it.
I stick my arm in there and just move my slime around to just unlock the door.
Fair enough.
Alright, make a DC 10 check. 18. 14? Alright, you passed. The door is unlocked. Yeah.
Yep, I am a lockpick.
You are a human lockpick now. Congratulations. Well, move
A
into the
slime
next...
lockpick.
Well, you guys move into the next room and are immediately a skeleton is standing in the center of the room with a coffin off to the right side. Roll for initiative.
Alright.
I remember I have a +2 to my initiative.
I think I had a +3, right?
Yvonne's initiative is a +3, and Elise's initiative, because we just found a way to transfer that into a character sheet in the
I just checked, it's +2.
Alright.
Everybody who would like to look at it, this is my character sheet. Yeah.
Alright, so...
Are we... Yep.
Actually, that's...
roll a nat 20 on initiative, why don't you?
Yeah, so... Yeah, that's fun. This turn order is actually perfect. I don't have to make any modifications to that. So,
Don't forget, you can right-click a token and just add it to the turn order thing.
Well,
there's the add.
It was already, in the order I needed it to be in.
Alrighty
Basically,
then.
the order that showed up. Basically, the order that came now was already the order it was in, so he just had to leave it.
I still have your name misspelled in here, though. Yvonne. But, anyways. Yvonne, your turn. What would you like to do? This skeleton, our skeely boy, our bony boy, is approximately 15 feet in front of you.
Alright. Okay. Can I, since the staff doesn't have the reach, and I kind of would like to stay back. Let's see. Can I try hitting him with the spear?
You can throw your spear at him, yes.
Alright. Oh, okay. Let's
So
see.
for that, it's going to be 1d20 plus 2 to hit.
I'm just gonna. I'm hopefully not jinxing this, but I just want to say is that Dragon will probably get this reference. But basically, but my attempts at throwing spears have come at the same rate of success as Sakurai K while trying to use the boost buckle.
Yeah. Well, congratulations! You do successfully throw the spear at this man for once. You are already doing better than Sakurai Cade using the boost buckle. Roll for damage.
Alright. Natural 6.
Max damage. Congratulations. I'm on measurements still. I'm like, can I click the skeleton to edit his health value? Alright. And with that, you can move or perform a bonus action, but you don't have any bonus actions you need to perform right now.
Yeah, nothing like that.
This man has a spear sticking out of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just leave it at that.
And with that, the turn goes to the skeleton, whom is going to move at you and take a swing with disadvantage because he's got his spear sticking out of his chest right now. Or just give me my desk button over here. He will completely miss you as his sword gets stuck on the spear that is sticking out of his chest. And with that, turn moves to Eleise.
I will move next to this guy. I will attempt to smack him with my greatsword.
Alright.
And yep, I have made a modification to this ability that makes me proficient with the weapon as long as it was summoned by this ability. So I add my proficiency bonus to this hit, which is +2, so that is a total of +4. So that is a 17 to hit. Are you there, Dragon?
Yep. I was just looking at some stuff real quick. 17 to hit. That will successfully land. You roll for your damage.
Damage. Safe to say
12.
this guy's dead.
Yes, this man is dead. The bones of this skeleton clatter to the floor. As well as Rose's spear.
Definitely think Rose is going to want to pick her spear back up.
Yep.
Probably would be a good idea.
Keep forgetting that's not a given, but yeah, I will definitely be taking that back.
In front, off to your guys' left, you see another coffin, and in front of you, another door.
I go over to the coffin, and I try to open it.
There is nothing inside. This is presumably where the skeleton that you guys just fought came from.
I'll go over to the door and try to open it.
This door is unlocked. You can successfully go through this door.
Okay. Nope.
They just put you in the door. You find yourselves in a room with, I guess, no, it's not. You guys wouldn't be able to see it right now. I mean, Rose would be able to see this. There's two coffins at the other end of the room from you guys. Rose has dark vision, so she can see this, but Eleise wouldn't be able to.
It's just out of the range of the dim light.
Yep. So yeah, again, I edited the enemies in this area because the first two took forever to kill. If you watched the last episode, there was going to be two skeletons, and in each room I put a number of coffins equal to the amount of skeletons that were going to be in that room. This room doesn't have any skeletons anymore, so you guys can just keep moving to the door. I edited the enemy spawn rates here
to this door and yeah, I'll go to this door and try to open it.
This one is also locked.
This one is locked or unlocked?
Locked.
Oh, it's actually
Alright,
locked.
I'll do the same thing I did to the first door.
Make a DC 10. Sleight of hand check. Oops.
4.
4.
Well, you know what? I could just do it again.
Correct.
Nat 20. I went from failing miserably to succeeding admirably.
That is correct. I can just I can minimize your stat window. So it just sits there invisible on my screen. That is cool. You accidentally closes my tab with Rose's stat window. Give me a second to pull that back up. There we go. That's fixed now. You guys can move through to the next room.
Alright. And one tiny moment. Oh, well, thank you.
You see, or at least Yvonne does, two coffins off to your guys' right, or no, off to your guys' left. A bit in front of you to the right is a small chest, and you can also see a pillar, a small altar with a stone tablet and two golden rings. Just outside of the range of the light, Yvonne.
So 2 small what's just outside of the light?
Just outside of the light, there is a stone altar with a small stone tablet that appears to be inscribed with runes, though you can't tell what kind of runes they are from this distance or with the lighting, and
Yeah.
2 golden rings.
Alright, before we get to the weird altar, I'm going to first be checking out this chest over here. See if there's anything in there that might be useful or even cool.
The chest is locked.
Back.
You want the slime lockpick to help you out there?
Yes, I would.
Alrighty, I'll go over to the chest, and I will
Once
attempt
again,
to unlock it.
DC 10, sleight of hand check.
17.
The chest opens and you guys find about... Give me a second to roll for that. There is 12 gold inside of the chest.
Alright, I will let Eleise have 6.
If I can...
Alright, well now sadly I would say that the skeleton is in, like, could see us because they're in the light range.
This skeleton up here will notice you. Will be noticing you too. Time to roll for initiative.
Alright. Nice.
So first in our turn order is our friend the skeleton.
Damn.
Then will be Yvonne, and lastly Eleise. No, I want my measurement tool here real quick. About 25 feet. And a move speed of 30. This man is going to run up and attack you, Rose.
Who is she? So fucking nail, stop spamming. So is this a time for me to try and block, or are we just going to see how much it hurts?
You are no longer shapeshifted into the pangolin, so you no longer have the curl reaction.
I was just talking normally, but alright, nice to know.
Yeah. No. This isn't like, where there's a block system. In D&D, it's just your armor class. If your armor class is higher or equal to the number is lower than or equal to the number rolled, you get punched in the face. If not, if it's higher than the number rolled, you don't get hit.
Yep, alright.
Plus 5. 22. You will be getting hit for 6 slashing damage. Or 6 piercing damage, I'm sorry.
Alright, so that freaking hurt. I'm assuming it's my turn?
Yep. It is
Alright.
now your turn.
Yeah, knowing I got kinda trashed there, I'm gonna step behind Eleise over here. There we go, yeah, misstepped it a bit.
I'm gonna move my. Oh, right, yeah. Short, my cord is not gonna allow that to happen. Yvonne, you doing anything else?
No, that would just be me, like, just staying back here. Because I am not going to be the tank this time around with this many hit points. So yeah, it's, up to you.
Looks like it's my turn.
Yep.
Alright. Your turn, Eleise.
Alright, I'll move up to this skeleton, and I'll attempt to smack it.
Roll.
18, I just barely don't hit him.
He parries your great sword with his short sword. You have very bad luck with enemies parrying you, Eleise.
Oh, that'll be turn.
And with that, we are back to our skeleton friend. However, before our skeleton friend goes, I have something I must do. For the people watching on my end, you can see what it is. Yep. So, this is not for our friend the skeleton who you guys are currently fighting. He has a friend over at the side of this room who has just noticed the fight going on.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I thought it was in the chat window. I guess not. 9. So this man will be going last in the turn order. Right, now back to our friend the skeleton who is currently actively in combat. $22. That is going to hit, but since it is slashing damage, you get resistance to the damage type here. So take 3 damage, Eleise.
Anything else?
Nope. And with that, turn goes to Yvonne.
Alright.
Those potions you bought, right?
Oh yeah, I do remember those potions.
Also, this is not my rule, this is a common tabletop rule though. Using a potion as your action will restore you the max amount of health that it can. However, if you use it as a bonus action, you will have to roll for the amount of health you heal.
Yeah. Alright. So would movement count as an action? Because I forget.
No, movement does not count as an action unless you dash.
Fair enough. Alright. So I will. Wait, can I? Do I have to do a movement and then action, or can I do it backwards?
You can do it you can do that in whatever order you want.
Alright. So I will be taking one of the potions I got from Sierra. Of how much would it heal?
Depends. Are you drinking this potion as your action, or are you drinking it as your bonus action?
As my action.
So this would heal you 10 points if you had 10 health to heal. So this will just bring you back up to full.
Nice.
You cannot over heal from a potion.
Would be nice. Uh, hmm. Alright. But let me go check on something. Oh, here we go. Huh. Yeah, I was thinking I had a bonus section down for something, but apparently not. So, back down to Eleise.
And with that, it is over to you, Eleise. Your companion fully healed, a skeleton right in front of your face, and another one soon to start making its way over to you.
Does not come into play. I'll now attempt to smack this guy. Alrighty, a 15.
Oh yeah, you're healing. 15. You will successfully smack this man.
Yep, for 7 damage.
Wait, man. 2, 6.
That will be it for my turn.
Alright. Now, we move to Skellington 2. Yeah, I'm just double checking this. But, yep, okay. That is as close as this man can get to you guys. He just enters he barely enters the light.
What am I right?
And now we're back to skeleton number 1. And that is going to hit you. 3 more damage, Eleise. And with that, turn shall return to Yvonne.
Alright.
If you move forward
Here.
2 tiles, you would be in range to throw your spear at the man who is approaching.
I'm thinking I can either do the spear or I can use my bow and arrow.
So if you move to one of those 2 tiles that I just pinned, you can attempt to hit me. I mean, if you use your bow, you are in range right to start shooting at him right now with your bow.
Yep. Alright, so, I could use more than one arrow on a go, right?
You can shoot an arrow as an action, and I'm pretty sure you can take another shot as bonus action. I would need to double check that, though.
Alright, so 2 seems to be the max then. Alright, I shall do that. Then I will use both on firing an arrow.
Right. Alright, so I am mistaken. You cannot shoot an arrow as... I just double-checked the ruling on this. You cannot shoot an arrow as your bonus action unless you have a specific feature or trait that allows you to. So you can only shoot 1 arrow at this man.
Well, I keep the bonus action, I guess. So roll a d20.
So you have 20 plus 5 for your bow.
Alright, let's go.
Wow.
1.
As you attempt to draw an arrow from your quiver, you fumble, spilling 8 arrows onto the ground.
Ooh.
Right in front of you, though, so you'll be able, so you can just pick them back up as your bonus action.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'll just, put those back where they go. That was a bit embarrassing.
And with Rose picking her arrows back up, it's over to you, Eleise.
First things first.
Slime
Does
heal.
my passive work? Nope. No, it does not. Well, I'll now attempt to smack this skeleton. Alright, 15 hits.
Roll for damage.
And he's dead. The damage I could possibly do.
And with that, unless you have something you'd like to do for your bonus action, the next skeleton is going to start approaching.
I'll move here so that way I'm the better target for the skeleton. And pass turn.
You do realize you are in different area on this. Wait, 1 second, I'm just checking. Yep, yeah, okay, so you are in the sand right now. I expect the skeleton to go through it because he's not smart, but the players to willingly move into the sand trap area.
Oof.
It didn't.
I was thinking that was
that you'd have that as something else.
Yeah,
I thought
that area.
Honestly, that was just like broken floor,
Yeah, no, I'm just going with what the map has to offer. So I'm using those areas as just basically rough terrain, which cuts your movement speed in half as long as you're standing on them.
I
see.
Yeah, that kind of.
Time for skeleton to start swinging.
I mean, you don't even need to roll. It's going to hit no matter what.
Well, I do technically still have to roll because of critical.
And also, it might not hit. I mean, it's not a 0% chance.
It is a 0% chance to miss because this thing's hit bonus is 5 and Elise's armor class is 4.
Damn, I forgot about that.
The only reason I still technically have to roll for this is because if it rolls a 20, it's considered a hit, which does double damage. So that's really the only reason I'm rolling for I am rolling to hit on you, Eleise, is to see if the enemy crits or not.
Righty then.
So this will not be a crit, so take your 3 damage.
Yep, just did.
Alright, with that, turn goes to Yvonne. Would you like to shoot arrows? I think he is in range of your spear now. He is within range of your spear now, if you'd like to try spear throwing this man.
Yep, I would actually try eating the spear at him. So that would be +2, right?
Your spear is a +2.
Yeah, alright. Let's
14,
go.
you literally just hit this man.
I'll do the 1d6. Oof.
But only 2.
I got a 2-1 damage.
So your spear hits him and bounces. Your spear hits him, dealing some slight damage from the impact, but bounces off and lands in the quicksand. And with that, turn goes to Eleise.
First things first. Do I get my passive? No, I do not.
God has said no slime healing for you today.
Just in case, I'll use my bonus action to pick up Yvonne's spear.
Congratulations, you are now holding a spear.
I'll just attempt to smack the skeleton with my greatsword again.
Roll.
Alrighty, a 15.
Roll for damage.
11.
You literally rolled the exact amount you needed to kill that man. Congratulations, you have killed the last of the skeletons in the tomb.
I'll start off by going over to Yvonne and giving her back her spear.
Yep, I shall accept my spear back.
Alright.
And it seems the curse of my spear has been transferred to my arrows.
I mean, to be fair, the last time you tried to shoot an arrow, you did the same thing. You only dropped 3 last time, though. And for the record, I am determining the amount of arrows you drop whenever you drop arrows by a d20 roll.
That's neat.
That is also how I determine the amount of gold in the chest if I rolled 2 d20. Alright, so, the last thing to do here is inspect this.
Alright. You cut out a bit, but yeah, I will be heading to look at that stone altar.
Alright, make a DC... I'm gonna say beta. Make a DC 10 Arcana check. Or investigation.
Alright. 5.
Nat 20.
Ooh!
Alright, so...
Wait, didn't you say it was... Didn't you say a D10 though?
I said DC 10. Difficulty class.
Ah.
So that means you have to roll at least a 10 or higher. So, Eleise, despite not knowing the language of the message on this tablet, you are able to read it perfectly clearly, as if some magical force... Why did you roll for it twice, Rose?
Because the first time
the improper dice.
Yeah, the first time I thought you said roll a d10 and I got a 5. So now it's good.
So, Rose, you recognize the language on the tablet is Elven, and Eleise, as you are able to read, despite not speaking Elven, you are able to read this as by some magical means. The tablet says, a pair of rings to help protect a pair of travelers against the creatures of the swamp. And you notice that each of these rings are made from gold and have pearls inlaid into them. As well as a magical aura from each of them.
I will grab one of the rings and I guess by technicality, equip it.
All right. Congratulations, you have
All right.
gained an unknown effect.
I shall do the same. If I can, I'll just like, you know, put it away.
Yeah, that the first check was just to inspect the altar in general. If you would like, you two may make once again, a DC, with how high you guys rolled, DC 5 Arcana check on the rings to see what they do.
Alright.
I'll do just that.
Yep.
You just pass. Okay, so the rings give the wearers resistance to acid damage.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing special about the rings. They just give you acid resistance.
Alright. Well, I guess we can head out.
Yes,
There
that
doesn't seem to be...
that is the last of the things I had planned for you guys in this dungeon. Where would you guys like to move to next? Would you like? I mean, so my current plan for you guys would be go to the tavern again. But if you guys want go somewhere else, you can.
Yeah, I was thinking that we should head back to the tavern anyway.
You?
Wasn't my plan, but yeah, I'll go.
And yeah, I'll also reabsorb the sword into me. Or the great sword. Oh yeah, I should probably dispel light.
Yes, that might be a good idea. You are quite literally a walking lamp right now.
Well, I guess we can head in then.
One second. There we go.
Alright.
Yeah, just phase shift through the wall, why don't you?
I was trying to leave space for Eleise.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Alright, you two enter the tavern. It is around it is slightly after dusk when you guys return to the tavern.
So probably safe to say that my regen put me back up to full.
Actually, roll to see how much you regenerate here. Roll a d8.
So I'm sending
6. Alright. Upon entering the tavern, you see Aether and Sierra talking with each other. They notice you and wave you over to come join them at the counter.
Alright, so I do.
Counter.
Yep, yeah, shit.
Sierra welcomes you too, saying that the repairs on the airship have gone much faster than expected, and it should be ready to take off around midday tomorrow. As well as Aether questions you guys as to what you found in the dungeon.
And we found a bunch of skeletons and these rings.
Interesting. Do you know what kind of rings they are? I can sense magic coming from them, but I wouldn't be able to tell what kind.
Resistance.
That's good for you two. I've heard rumors of a giant slime on the island where the exuvium were spotted. You might want to watch out for it.
So an island full of those weird mind control thingies?
Perhaps, perhaps not. We'll have to wait till you guys go to explore it to find out.
Hmm.
That is all you
Um,
guys had to learn here. You guys may go take your rent rooms for the night again and go take a long rest.
Rent a room for the night.
Right, that's 1 copper piece, which, yeah, you only have gold, of which you have, but you had 9 before the event, and then you just got 6 from the dungeon. Unless you'd want to just borrow one of Rose's gold, copper pieces again, because she's currently carrying, what, 10, 8, 17? No, you're carrying exactly 9 right now. I'm not mathing. I'm being forgetful about what the money you guys spent on supplies from Sierra Shop the other day was.
Just spent 1 whole gold coin worth.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, we could.
I was
I
trying to
mean, yeah, I
remember the amount
gave
of.
them a gold, so that should be fine for today too, right?
He gave you change the previous night. Remember?
The what?
He gave you change. So yeah, you will, because you only wanted a room for 1 night for the 2 of you.
Well, you
2
always
rooms for
you
1
said
night.
you-
So he gave you change for 1 gold to 2 copper in the form of 9 silver and 8 copper. So you're carrying right now, and because you spent another silver on rations that were worth 9 copper, you currently have 9 copper, 8 silver. No, wait, not 8 silver, because you also spent an additional 3 on potions. So you're at 6. You're at 9 copper, 6 silver, and then 9 plus the 6 you just got from the dungeon would be 15 gold.
Alright.
So yeah, just two copper brings you down to 7. You're the one who's carrying all the
Alright.
copper coins, so I'm just gonna assume you're the one who's paying for the rooms for the night.
Yeah.
With the long rest, all of your abilities fully recharge, and your healths are reset back to full.
Right. You.
All right. With that, the next day rolls around. You guys wake up, come downstairs to find Sierra and Arthur having another chat again. Sierra flags you over to let you guys know that the airship is ready for you guys to take and depart to the next island whenever you're ready.
Let's go and do that.
Yeah, let's freaking go. Alright, so I think Arthur and Sierra for the good stuff. And I'll be heading out to go to where they say.
Thank you.
Welcome to the airship. We agreed that Yvonne has some experience piloting these things before the campaign started. So I'm going to assume you are going to be captaining this ship, Yvonne.
Yep.
Also, I found very lovely map online for free. So, what do you guys think of your airship?
Honestly, it reminds me of like Storm Riders, and I love it.
Nothing happens to you guys while you're on the airship. I just wanted to show off the map that I found for it. Alright, you guys arrive on a small island not too far off the coast. Not too far from Port Breeze. Upon getting to the center
Would we have leveled up by now?
Yeah, you guys, 1 level to each of you.
Well, alrighty.
So you guys are both level 4 now.
And this looks like a cool new spot.
Time for me to add the next ability.
What would mine be? Like, do I get anything extra? Like
Give me a second to double check the druids.
I was wondering, like, do I get an extra wild shape, another sort of spell?
Yeah, just give me 1 second to find my druids in my book. Druid level 4. You get an ASI. So, for Rose, because this is a very important thing for you. ASI increases 2 of your stats by 1 or 1 of your stats by 2. Or, alternatively, you can also take a feat instead.
Alright, and what are the feats I could take?
You can take literally any feat you want. Give me a second to find the feats chapter.
Actually started out with a feat thanks to my background.
Yep. So, alert, crafter, healer, lucky, magic initiate, musician, savage attacker, skilled, tavern brawler, athlete, charger, tough, actor, chef, crossbow, dual wielder, durable, crusher, defensive duelist, elemental adept, fey, touch, grapple, heavy armor mastered, great weapon master, inspiring leader, keen mind, lightly armored, mage slayer, martial weapons trading, medium armor master, moderately armored, mounted combatant, observant, piercer, poisoner, polearm master, resilient, ritual caster, sentinel, shield master, shadow touch, sharpshooter, sulker, spell cypher, telekinetic, slasher, speedy, telepathic, warcaster, defensive, dueling. That is 2 different ones, and not the defensive dueling that was 1 feat from earlier. Great weapon fighting, interception, weapon master protection, archery, blind fighting, thrown weapon fighting, 2 weapon fighting, unarmed fighting.
I don't really know what any of those
I'll tell you this,
do.
the lucky feat is one of the most busted feats in all of D&D.
What's it do?
Lucky, you gain the following benefits. Luck points. You have a number of luck points equal to your proficiency bonus and can spend the points on the benefits below. You regain your expended luck points when you finish a long rest. Advantage. When you roll a d20 for a d20 test, you can spend 1 luck point to give yourself advantage on the roll. Disadvantage. When a creature rolls a d20 for an attack roll against you, you can spend 1 luck point to impose disadvantage on that roll.
They actually nerfed it. I mean, it's still a very good feat. But it used to be a lot stronger.
I mean, you guys do not have any form of, like, party healing, and there is a feat that turns you into a healer. You don't have the item to use with the feat right now, but that is an option. Or you can just boost some of your stats. That's always an option.
Yeah, I might just go and improve my stats.
Alright, so you get 2 points to put into your stats however you want.
Alright, so I have 2 points to go around as I wish.
Yeah, but just know, once you lock them in, they are locked in that way for good.
Fair enough. Alright, Alright, so I will put 1 for both of those into dexterity. I mean, not dexterity. I already have enough of that. I meant constitution and intelligence.
So your intelligence modifier goes from -1 to 0. And constitution stays at a 0 for now. Alright, now, back to the back to normal stuff. Alright. About 50 feet in front of you guys, you can see the slime that Aether had warned you about. It is a giant slime that is approximately 15 feet tall. It's basically just a giant 15-foot cube of pure, unadulterated slime.
Well then. So I'm guessing we
this thing is just taking up. Do you see the 3x3 that it's that the image token I'm using is taking up? That entire 3x3 is just this thing's body.
Ah, okay. Alright, so this would be...
Also, every turn, you guys will have to make DC 15 Wisdom perception checks to notice that the creature is moving. Which is fun. That is not something I noticed when I was originally... So this thing has a trait called Transparent, which basically says that even if this cube is in plain sight of you, you must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom perception check to notice if the creature is doing anything. So, if I make this thing move, every time I go to make this thing move, you guys are gonna have to make a check to see if I'm making this thing move.
Alrighty.
It is immune to acid damage. It cannot be blinded. It cannot be charmed. It cannot be deafened. It cannot get exhausted. It cannot be frightened, and it cannot be knocked prone. This thing speaks absolutely 0 languages. Other than that, it has another trait called Ooze Cube, where if you enter the 3x3, or it lands on, or that 3x3, it basically moves up to you, and you enter the 3x3 that it's taking up, you are stuck inside of this thing, and will be forced to take a DC 12 Dex save, and on a failure, you will take 10 acid damage for every turn you remain inside of the cube. If the cube moves while you are inside it, you will move with it, and you will need to make a DC 12 athletics check to escape.
This kind of...
So basically, you just have to stay away from it. You see why I gave you guys the freaking acid resist rings for this?
Yep.
Yep. Assuming it hasn't started yet.
Combat has not yet started, no. It has not noticed you guys. Only you guys have seen it.
Alrighty, well, I am going to do a smart thing and immediately use my new ability. So by using 10 slime, both me and Rose will receive a protective armor. And anytime we would take damage, we roll a d4 and reduce the damage by the result. Now that that has been done, I will use slime wings and just fly like 30, actually no, yeah, 20 feet in the air. And then I'll use slime weapon to make a whip that reaches, let's do 10 feet. So I
You
have
need
20 feet
an
in the
addition. Oh, so you're. Oh, you went. You said you were going 30 feet up.
air. Yeah, I decided to change my mind to 20. This thing still can't hit me.
Also, I will let you guys know, if the other person does get stuck in the cube, you are capable of attempting to pull them out, but that is a DC 12 athletics check. And on a success, you will take 10 acid damage.
It'd be a strength. I thought it'd be a strength check.
It is a DC 12 strength subclass athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, because athletics is a subtype of strength check.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. What you are thinking of, I'm guessing what you thought I meant with that would have been acrobatics, which is the dexterity version. They're very similar in nature. It's just one's based on dexterity, the other's based on strength.
See.
And with that, let us...
Turn that marker on to signify that I have the slime armor buff.
That the slime has noticed you guys. It is time to roll for initiative.
Well, this is going to suck.
A 6.
Don't worry, the slime has a -1 to initiative.
Huh.
So, it is going last.
Alright, that sounds good.
The turn order is Rose, me, slime.
Alright, so as usual, I'm first. Hmm.
I'm already 20 feet in the air, so I'm untouchable by the slime unless it has some sort of ranged attack I don't know about.
It has a 5-foot melee attack.
Okay, so I'm going to need to go 5 more feet in the air and extend the range of the whip a bit.
Alright, so would one of the creatures I asked about in the last session work about...
Are you trying to turn back into the pangolin?
No, when I said I needed something with range, I asked for a porcupine, and well, that day I learned they don't actually shoot their quills, because I've never actually seen one. But the other one I asked was for a snake that spits venom.
I don't know if Dungeons and Dragons have any venom spitting snakes. I can look it up.
Just trying to see what wild shape would work when it comes to range, because I doubt arrows will hurt.
Alright, so the closest I can get to you would be a poison snake with the venom spit action that gives you a 10 range of 10 to spit acid at a target, but this thing is immune to acid.
Figures.
Just to stay out of its range.
Fair enough, yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot I asked. Yeah, I asked ChatGPT to give me a list of things I could turn into with ranged attacks.
Remember, you are relatively low leveled right now, even as a level 4. You do have a maximum amount of forms that you know and can turn into.
Yeah, I know.
And that is, as a level 4, you still only have 2 uses of wild shape. You have
Well,
actually
yep,
no, I'm sorry.
nothing.
I'm reading that wrong. You don't have a set number of forms you can turn into. You can just turn into different number of things.
Oh, yeah, nice.
You have a grand total of 10 prepared spells, 3 cantrips. Or, I'm sorry, I misread that. You have 7 prepared spell slots, 3 cantrips, 4 level 1 spells, and 3 level 2 spells.
So is that just like... So it's like actual things I can learn about?
Yeah, you can.
Or
Yeah,
is it...
you can learn magic. That is
I
kind
was
of a
saying,
big
I guess
thing with druids, is the fact that they know magic.
I think I was saying, is it something I would know at the moment, or is it just like a placeholder for when I do end up learning magic?
It technically is something that you're supposed to know. We never actually decided on your spells, though.
Yeah, because most of my character was... Most of building my character was just pick a background and stats and I'll help you out with the race a bit.
Yeah, because your entire thing was that you were going to focus primarily on just the freaking wild shape. So I didn't think I was going to have to go too deep into like your spells and stuff.
But it is very clear I would very much need that. I guess we can decide on that in between sessions or next time there's a level up.
Yeah. I mean, for now, I'm looking to see if there's anything like that right away that you would have that could be good for this fight. Or actually, okay, so at level 4, you know a grand total of 6 forms, one of which is your pangolin, and the max combat rating of a form that you can take is 1 to 2. Or 1/2. You can take the form of anything that has a combat rating of 1/2 or lower, and it cannot fly.
Well, that sucks balls.
Although the fun thing I do see
Is?
you do have something called the Wild Companion as from your level 2. Which allows you to summon a nature spirit that assumes an animal form from the list of forms you know for wild shape. So you can summon a pangolin.
Let's freaking go. Alright, well, I'll try and save that. So for now, I guess I just see if arrows work. Alright. Let's see, I think if I have to move a bit further though, because I think I'm out of arrow range. So I'll just move there and I will
You have
roll
80
for...
feet of range on your bow.
Yeah, I tested it before. I was like just a bit out of range.
Okay.
Alright, but let's do
Ooh!
this. What?
So, this is one that you can summon as your fun little familiar. You can summon a pseudo dragon.
Hey, nice. And honestly, like, I know I can't do that. I was just congratulating Slayer. But...
So you can summon a baby dragon.
Sakurai Keiwa has invaded my quiver.
Alright. Time to see how many arrows you drop here. You drop 15 of your 20 arrows on the ground right next to you. Again, I'm doing this as a dice roll. I can start doing it in the chat if you want me to. I'm just using one of my physical dice. For now.
It's fine.
Also, because you still have your bonus action for the turn, you can just grab them anyways.
Yeah, I'll just put these back where they go. No.
And with that, it is now Ellie's turn. And I do want to check something on your character sheet real quick. But
yeah, I'll just put those back where they go.
what does it? What details? Oh, you do not include.
I do not what?
No, not you. I was looking at. Okay, so there. Okay, I was just looking at something. All right. So it is.
I did remember to put the description there.
Yeah. A flight speed equal to your walk speed at level 3. Most creatures that can fly cannot fly as fast as they can walk unless it is their race's primary way of getting around. And then they fly faster than they walk.
Feet.
Yeah. I know that, but that's any other race that would be completely busted on. If you had a normal movement speed, that would have been way too high. Most flying races have a max flight speed of 20, and that is for the ones that primarily get around by flying. The ones that don't normally get a 10. If you had a normal walking speed, which is around 30, that would have been, you would have been faster than creatures that fly. So this at most you're making it to that little mound right in front of you. You are not making it in range to attack the slime.
There, and so let's measure this.
Alright, so what are you going to do?
Alrighty, so I'll use my bonus action to extend the reach of my whip from 10 feet to so
Remember, you currently are 25 feet in the air, and this thing is only 15 feet tall.
only 20 feet in the air, not 25.
I thought you were gonna go up a little bit extra when you found out that it can still smack you from that range.
Yeah, well, so yeah, 25 feet. So plus 35 would mean it would have to reach.
You only need to reach down 5 more feet and then your distance. Or, I'm sorry, 10 more feet and then your distance. So you need to have a range of 45.
Range of 45, so after the initial 10 to make the handle. So yeah, that's 50 slime, so yeah. I can go down to 7 slime to make a whip with enough range to smack this guy.
Go for it.
Which,
Smack him.
yep, I will proceed to smack him. $11 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Oh, wait. Wait, no, that is actually a 13 to hit because I forgot to add in my proficiency.
This thing only has an armor class of 6.
Which,
Congratulations, you have successfully done... I'm on my measurement tool right now. You have successfully done 5 damage to this overgrown blob of slime.
yep, who needs to get close when you can just make a whip with a ridiculous amount of range?
Okay, wait, I just need to... 3 minus 5... It's 58.
I shall be right back in 1 moment.
Yes, you are absolutely microscopic. Now, it's time for you guys. Make a DC 15 wisdom perception check.
And yeah, I got a plus 0 on my wisdom, so that is... I rolled a 16, so I see this thing moving.
Yep. But will Rose see this thing move?
Alright, I just had to come back from... Well, I haven't actually done what I needed to do. I just came back because the dice roll won't really take long.
Rose, I'm gonna check.
I do not notice it, don't I?
Unfortunately, you will not see this thing moving. So for Rose, it looks like it's still over here. But for Slayer, it is slowly approaching you guys. Very slowly. This thing has a movement speed of 15.
Same as mine!
This giant blob of slime has the exact same movement speed of a 17-inch thing with wings. No, I'm sorry, a 7-inch thing with wings.
3.5-inch thing with wings. Remember, you cut that number in half for my height in inches.
Yeah, it is approaching. It is, yeah, so So, Eleise, you see this thing move, and Yvonne, it just sits still back where it was. So basically, Eleise, you're just watching in horror as this thing just slowly approaches Yvonne without her even realizing it. And with that, turn goes back to Yvonne, who, as far as they're concerned, is completely safe, as the slime is still sitting in the middle of the island on the other side of the swamp water.
Alright. Okay, so it's out of spear range.
Yeah, no, it is. So you see the yellow blob I left on the map?
Yeah.
That is where you think this thing is.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying is that if I did something that I made sure would reach at the point where I believe it is, it would strike it at the point where it actually is, and I would notice.
That
But
is correct.
I will try firing my arrows again. At least it wasn't a nat one this time.
Yeah, congratulations, you hit it with an arrow. Roll for damage.
Alright. That would be 1d6 plus 3. It's a 7.
So how are you guys liking your boss fight against the gelatinous cube, which I have reused a Granblue version of Rimuru as its token icon for?
That looks like Rimuru.
I honestly wanted to say this looks like Reamer. I'm like, I mean, Reamer is a very generic, although very iconic slime, so probably has.
Yeah.
Some people have probably copied his design.
No, this is actually from a crossover event from Granblue and Ryo Attention. And it's called the Giant Rimuru Slime, and the Granblue version of it can actually mimic Rimuru's voice in Waterblade, but for our purposes, it's just a reflavored gelatinous cube.
Alright, but yeah, I got a 7 for damage.
Which I already calculated.
Oh, I did not see. Actually, I just realized I don't see its health at all.
Did I not set its health? Did I not set it to all players? 1 second, I can fix that.
No,
Controlled by
no,
all.
apparently.
There we go. I fixed the problem. Can you see it now?
I can see it now. I was apparently just hallucinating a bar until I realized I didn't see its health change. This thing is too powerful, it's affecting the real world.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Just realized Rose's previous nat 1 should have hit the thing. Because the lowest she can roll is a 6 before hitting it with her bow.
Here it goes.
Hey, I got a 6 on the dot.
Yeah, no. There is still the rule of nat 1 still being punishable, so. Or at least I do.
Just
Like,
homebrew
no matter
rule
what, if.
some DMs use. Rules as written, a nat 1 is just unlucky. It doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah, it's just, you know, that it's
Yeah.
just, you know, like it's just common sense that a net one would probably have consequences, but I'm not sure what consequences could happen
I guess it would
besides the
be
dropping mission.
fail upwards.
Yes.
In the case of what happened earlier. You missed your arrow shot. but it landed close enough that you were able to retrieve it immediately. So now this thing has absorbed one of your arrows into its body. At about half the distance from you, you thought it was.
Alright. And there's that at least. I have figured that out.
So you do still have your movement action. You can retreat further, or you can try and run around to one of the sides of it.
Alright. I'm gonna move over here by... I'm gonna move over here by Eleise and ask... was that supposed to happen?
Yes, the thing is moved.
Huh. Sneaky little bastard.
It's not even all that good at stealth. It's just that you have terrible wisdom.
I know that was the point. That was just the point of the character, is that if if she doesn't notice it moving very much, she is going to assume it is good at stealth.
Yeah, no, it's literally just that this thing is quite literally see-through, despite the fact that anything inside of it gets full coverage, which means whatever is inside of it cannot be seen. Alright, and with that, it is now Ellie's turn.
Alrighty. And yeah, this is a swampy area, right?
Yes, this is a swampland.
So yeah, all my rolls should have been made at advantage. Yeah, I forgot to put it on the character sheet, but yeah, one of the things I did specify about this character is that in swampy areas, all rolls are made at advantage. So yep. Didn't really matter last turn because I still hit the thing. But I do know this going forward. So yep, I will just attempt to smack the thing again. The advantage came into play.
Congratulations, roll for damage.
Actually, would the advantage apply to my damage rolls as well? Because I did state all my rolls, so...
Damage
Well, then it should.
Advantage is exclusive to D20 checks, to rules as written.
Okay.
Ah.
So yeah, 4.
Yeah, the better wording for it would probably be because if you when saying you get advantage, it's normally you get advantage on a D20 check. I've never heard of getting advantage on a damage roll. So it was at 51 minus the 4 is going to be 47. Anything else you would like to do with your turn, Eleise? Before the slime gets closer?
All I really want to ask right now is, would there still be no advantage if, assuming that you did something like...
And it doesn't seem like there's anything specific that advantage has to apply to anything specific. It's just the thing has to state you have advantage.
This would be my first time ever hearing of like an attack roll getting advantage. I've only ever seen it applied to like D20 checks. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Yeah, the source doesn't really confirm or deny whether or not it's there. It just doesn't say anything about it specifically applying to D20s. It's just explaining how it works as a mechanic. I mean, the thing can't hit me, and I only have my movement. Well, I still have my bonus action.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm really going to be able to do anything useful with that. Yeah, there is something useful I can do with it. If I remember right. Yep. I will cast Shield of Faith on Yvonne.
Yeah.
So for the next 10 minutes, her armor class is increased by 2. Yeah, that's all I'll be doing for the turn.
Well, I will have you know this. Armor class doesn't mean much against this thing.
But I figured I can cast it for my bonus action, and it's probably going to be useful for protecting against a melee attack, so might as well use it.
Roll your wisdom saves. Or it's technically a perception check, but
16.
roll your. This is a check, so you should get your advantage for this.
Yep. Oh, 19.
Yvonne, are you gonna roll?
Oh, sorry, I spaced out. What are we rolling for?
Roll a wisdom check to see if you notice the slime as it moves. No. So once again, you're stuck thinking it is back over here.
Well.
Also, and for you, Eleise, you notice something inside of it. You cannot tell what the object inside of it is, only that there is some kind of small stone.
Hmm.
And with that, we are back to Yvonne.
Thank you.
you might, well, you wouldn't know this yet, but you might want to run, because this thing will be in range to eat you next turn.
Yeah, I'll be fine because I'm currently flying out of its range.
But Yvonne, not
yeah.
so lucky.
Alright, well, I'm going to be assuming it's closer already. Let's see, stick with Eleise again.
Are you gonna shoot
So
another arrow at it? Or
I
where
am
you
indeed
think
going
it
to
is?
shoot. I'm indeed going to shoot another arrow at where I presume it is.
Alright, give me just a second. So, I'm checking. So, to where you saw it last, you would hit it.
Yeah.
But I would like you to ping where you're gonna say your character is probably presuming it is. If you're not going to attempt to shoot at where you know it is, or where you think it is. Because you are acting on the assumption that it has moved closer once again.
Yeah, so I would be shooting around this area.
Alright, so from the tile you just marked to where you're currently at, that shot does align to hit it. If you
Alright.
roll well enough. 13. So yes, you are going to hit it. Roll for damage.
Alright. Oh wait, actually I forgot to roll for... So we just add 3 to that, which won't really help.
You're only doing... Yeah. Congratulations on doing 4 damage to this thing. Oh, that is very much not the button I pushed. And it is going down to 43. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Oh, I keep forgetting I have more.
Yeah, because you don't just shoot, you still have your bonus action.
Yeah, I just keep forgetting that. I just keep forgetting that is something
And
I
you
can
only
use to
use
attack.
half your movement.
I just keep forgetting that is something I can use to attack.
I mean, you can't use your arrows to attack it right now. You could, but you still have some movement left to try and get a bit further away.
Alright, I'm gonna try and experiment and see if I have a better time tracking it while I'm around in water.
And with that, turn moves to Eleise.
Still smack this thing.
Roll.
Double 4.
What is your modifier? Because you do have a strength modifier applied to your whip. What is
Oh,
your
yeah.
strength modifier again?
It's +2.
So you literally just hit this thing. Take your
Actually, wait,
damage
yeah,
roll.
when I apply the strength modifier to the damage too?
I think.
Damage to this thing.
6 damage. No. Wait. Okay, wait. So this thing was just at 50 or 43, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so 43 minus 6. Okay, so I was right. 37. Is there anything else you like to do?
That'll be it for my turn.
Alright then. Make your perception checks.
The advantage didn't help me this time.
Rose?
Oh, it's my turn?
No, perception check.
Ah. Sorry, especially I'm just thinking of something that could be insane. But let's see. A 9. Do I have good perception?
No.
I have a +2.
So +2. You still don't see this thing. It's a DC 15. So yeah, as far as you both are concerned, this thing is staying put.
But I think we both know that it's not actually staying put.
That would be correct. And congratulations. Welcome into the slime, Rose. Make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Huh? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I do remember being very confident in my dexterity. Like, that was something I intentionally made. I intentionally made my
Your
stats to be
dex
good at
save
dexterity.
is +3.
Yeah, I have 16 plus 3. That should be very good. Yeah!
I'm pretty sure the dex save is just to avoid taking the damage. It's not to actually get out of it.
No, it is to avoid getting caught. Because the action it took is called engulf, which is basically it moves all as far as it can without provoking opportunity attacks to ensnare a creature inside of itself. And if you succeed, you get sent 5 feet away from the cube. So, on a successful check, the target escapes and enters the nearest unoccupied space. Success is half damage on the target, and the target moves to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the cube. So basically, this row that you're sitting in right now, Rose, any of the tiles in this row you can move to.
She also takes half damage?
Yes, so she takes half of 12, so she's taking 3 damage, because you guys do also have acid resistance rings. Oh, wait, no!
Yep, and
No,
slime
Rose
armor
doesn't.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was scared it was cursed or something, and put mine somewhere else and forget to get it.
Rose did not put her ring on, so she takes only half damage. Also, I read the wrong attack number. It is half of 10, so you take 5 acid damage here.
Roll a d4.
Incorrect.
She has the slime armor buff. That's
Okay.
going to take effect since she's about to take damage.
Is it that? Because I didn't
Okay.
double check this.
Would that help in any modifiers?
No, it's not going to help any. You have no chance of dodging this.
Alright. A 3.
So yeah, you
Damage.
reduce the amount of damage you would be taking by 3, so
Take
you
2.
only take 2 damage from this exchange.
I'm trying to remember all the stuff about your slime abilities. I'm getting confused on some of them. However, you do lose your slime armor.
Yeah.
I didn't actually put a condition for losing it on there. Yeah, no, there is no condition for the buff to end.
So basically, she just has the slime armor until you reclaim your slime.
Pretty much. But yeah, with how low her health is, she could use the damage reduction.
Yeah. On another class like a paladin or something, that would have been way broken. But I'll allow it for now.
Yeah, next time we do a session and I can make a proper character that actually does what I planned, it'll hopefully go better.
Also, Eleise, I would like you to make an Arcana check for me. You are able to sense a presence similar to that of the exuvium you fought previously from within sight of this giant slime. However, this version seems a lot stronger than the ones you have previously fought. Also, you're sensing it coming from within where the slime currently is. So you're probably just gonna be because you are still currently under the impression the slime's over here. Only person who knows it's actually moved is Yvonne, who barely managed to get out of being eaten alive by this thing.
Yeah.
So you just think there's a stronger there's either like there's a couple of exuvium hiding over nearby. And with that, the turn goes to Yvonne.
Alright.
So I will ping the spot where the exuvium is hiding currently for you.
Yeah, alright.
You don't know it's there, Yvonne. Only Eleise does.
Yeah, figures. But let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna try and fire another arrow at this tile, where I presume it is.
No, you know the slime is right there. You were just almost eaten by it. You don't know the about the exuvia inside it.
Alright, so I guess I'll just fire away normally and hope I hit it.
I do not recommend using an arrow at point blank range.
Ah. Would it still have turned out good for the roll I got?
I mean, wouldn't the roll be made at disadvantage?
Yeah. If you're attempting to use a ranged weapon at point blank, you'd make that at disadvantage.
Well,
Which, honestly,
I'm
that
not
makes
gonna try and use a
literally no
close range
sense.
weapon, or my... Yeah, I'm not gonna try and use a close range weapon. Hey! Still wasn't bad.
So you're gonna shoot an arrow at this thing from point blank and then back up, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Roll for damage.
Alright. Come on, luck, don't fail me now. Well. Oh, that was +3, so it's a 6. Let's go.
So this thing has currently eaten 3 of your arrows. You're not getting those
Yep.
3 arrows back. This thing is literally made of acid.
Oh, I know.
And with that, turn goes to Eleise, who only knows about a probable exuvia hiding where the slime is, and thinks the slime is still down here.
Try to strike at the exuvium.
Alright. Well, you will not be hitting the Exia, but you will be hitting the slime. Roll for damage. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
That will be all.
Also, wait, I need to check something real quick. What's the duration? Oh, so the duration is just concentration. Alright, so basically until you get punched or go to cast another spell.
What exactly are you talking about?
I was looking up the duration on Shield of Faith.
It's a concentration spell that can last a maximum of 10 minutes.
And with that, it is the slime's turn. Which, you know what that means.
Roll the perception check.
Yep.
So, Dragon, I'm assuming I roll the perception check to see if it's moving.
Yep. You guys do both have to roll your perception checks.
Let's see, my perception was +2. Hey, I finally noticed this thing.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for you, engulfment.
So I'm guessing I have to make a
DC
15 on
12.
deck.
Wow,
Dex
that
save.
is lucky. Like, I rolled 2 dice because of the advantage.
Yeah.
They were both nat 20s.
That is very
Yeah.
lucky.
Well, unfortunately for you,
Right.
even though you should get an opportunity attack because it's moving away from you, the engulfment action makes it immune to opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And I still managed to succeed on the deck save.
You get spit out 5 feet with half of 10 acid damage.
Alright.
Minus
My marker
whatever
kicks in to reduce it
your
by the
slime
result of a
volume is.
d4.
So I would just take -2.
You need to roll the d4 a second again, Rose.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah,
I
every time
will.
you take
Every
damage.
time you would take damage, you roll a d4 and reduce the damage by the result.
Okay, wait, I'm just realizing the slime can't move. I just thought that I had it, so I do need to move it.
Alright, so I only take 1. There's a natural 4.
As this thing is basically backed you into a corner.
I have noticed. Mainly just because apparently it going through water, like there's nothing to signify it's actually doing so.
This thing doesn't care about the water. It is just a giant glob.
It doesn't care. It doesn't care about the laws of physics. It's just a big slime.
Would water count as rough terrain to cut its movement in half? Because if it is, it's cutting your movement in half as well. The only person who's immune to that is Eleise, who's in the air.
Well, considering I haven't really moved in here, that wouldn't hurt me too much. That would, but I would assume it would hurt it more than me, considering that, considering that it's just a big blob that shouldn't really be able to swim.
It doesn't
Because I'm pretty
need to
sure unless
swim,
you were
dude.
made for being, I'm pretty sure unless you were made for being in water, water will be, a bit of a deterrent.
Depends on the depth.
This is a swamp, so the water's not gonna be that deep.
Yeah. So then, yeah.
It's probably at most like calf deep for you, and this thing is 15 feet tall. So it's not gonna bother. This slime is not gonna mind the water.
But what I meant by ignoring the laws of physics is that it's not going to create any ripples or anything. I still have to succeed on knowing where it is to know where it is.
Oh, I'm just going by the way the effect works. It doesn't say anything about its environment being affected.
So somehow this thing does not make ripples when it moves through water, even
Well,
though
to be fair,
it
this
can't.
thing lives in the swamp, so it's probably naturally adapted for hunting in the swamp.
Fair enough.
Maybe that's why it moves so slow, because it's moving in a careful way to make sure it doesn't give any way to alert creatures that it is coming for them. Anyways, with that, it is your turn. And for people watching this on my end, yes, the slime is being driven around like a freaking mech suit. If you watch my version of the playback, you will see why I'm saying that. And you will not be disappointed.
Is it still my turn? I thought I passed it off.
No, it is just back to your turn. Your turn just started.
Ah. Alright,
Realized I don't think it would be able to fit in this space. Because, yeah, the entrance is only 10 feet wide.
oh. My plan still worked in a weird way then.
Up to Dragon's discretion.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the way I'm reading this, it can morph its shape slightly. So.
Then.
Because there is no way a 15-foot by 15-foot creature would normally be able to contain a large creature inside of it. But to what the book is saying, when it uses the engulf, it can fit a large creature. So it would have to be able to at least to adapt its shape somewhat. Anyways, you still have your action, bonus action, and movement, Yvonne.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the fuck I can do in this situation. Alright, can I try... there are two things I can do. First, can I try... No, not gonna try this. If I tried calling out to Eleise, would she be able to hear me?
Yes. Why wouldn't they be able to hear you?
Just wondering from the distance. Alright. But I will be calling to Eleise and asking her to give me a lift out of here, because I am royally screwed.
Good. Shout back. You seriously think I can lift you?
Yeah, Eleise is 3.5 feet tall right now. That is not
3.5
happening.
inches.
Yeah, 3.5 inches tall right now. That is not happening. I don't care about strength
hold it.
rolls. That
So
is
wait,
not
actually,
happening.
I do have an idea for this. I do have an idea for this. All right, what about when she grabs onto me, I wild shape into something small she could carry?
I do have a strength stat of 15.
Yeah, if you turn into something very
Could
small, it will happen. But Eleise is not picking you up in your human form.
All right. So then I will, I will call to Elise and be basically clinging to the wall as a squirrel, asking her to give me a lift. I'm not sure if squirrels exist in D&D. That was just the first small animal that came to mind.
I mean, give me a minute to check.
Don't think I could even lift a squirrel. Because I am teeny.
What is a super small one, like some sort of insect?
Probably.
You can turn into a frog. They exist and
Can I
they're
turn
within
into
your
any form of
range.
insect? Do I know, like, is in my arsenal any form of insect?
I mean that is dependent. We haven't chosen your 6 forms yet, and you have anything up to a combat rating of 1/2. The first small creature that I'm noticing right away that would fit your needs right now is a frog. The second one I can see is a crab.
Alright, and uh the crab could probably get me out of here. Alright, so I will be
Yeah,
turning
the crab and the
into
frog are the only two I can see that would be good for what you currently need. So your current morphs are a pangolin and a crab. Those are 2 of your 6 morphs. You do still have another 4 you can choose, which we can go over your morph potentials later.
yeah, alright. Oh, then for the other 4 quickly, I guess, would be let's see here. I'm not entirely familiar with challenge rating, so just correct me if I get something a bit, like too much. But can we do a goat?
I'm pretty sure I did just see goat while I was flipping through this, so let me check the goat's challenge rating. Yes, you can have a goat.
Alright, so that's 3. Let's see. And I can't have anything that flies, right?
That is correct. You cannot turn into anything that flies.
What about if it glides?
You cannot there is no distinction between flying and gliding in D&D. So you cannot get any flying creatures until I just saw that. Give me a second. Until you reach level 8.
Damn. Uh. Hmm. Would I be able to turn into an eel? Is that in my range?
Give me a second. If I can find rules for an eel to see what its rating would be, perhaps. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to look this one up online. Alright, let me see this. Yes, you can turn into an electric eel.
Alright.
Although that is something that I'm seeing from another homebrew packet.
But I'm hearing it's possible. Alright, so that's 4. Hey.
Which leaves you with 2 more. Just double checking that I'm correct on that number. Yep, you get 2 more, and your maximum challenge rating is 1/2. So far, most of the thing you've picked are the crab is 0, the pangolin was 1/2, the eel and goat are 1/4. You want to turn into an octopus by chance? That's got a CR of 0.
An octopus would be nice. Alright, if I remember right, octopus have no bones, so...
Yeah, so you
they're
have
like...
2 traits. So as an octopus, you'd have the compression trait, which allows you to just squeeze through a space as narrow as 1 inch without any negative status effects or anything. And your other trait is water breathing. You can only breathe underwater. As an octopus, you'd have a 5-foot land movement speed and a 30-foot swim speed. So you can move up to 30 feet in the water, of which 5 feet you can go on land. However, that 5 feet on land would count against your 30 feet in water.
Fair enough. Alright, so... I will choose the octopus and ask Eleise to come pick me up.
Alright, give me a second to change your stats to those of the octopus. Sweet. How big is the octopus? Small beast unaligned. So wait, I do need to know this. Are you trying to ask Eleise to pick you up before you change into the octopus or after you change into the octopus?
After I've become an octopus.
Alright, well, I have some bad news for you.
Oh lord, what should I have picked before?
Yeah, octopus doesn't speak. So you are now an octopus. Congratulations. And you are still not in any better condition than you were before. In fact, your
I mean, at least
condition
I've
is
got some...
going down.
I mean, at least I've got some pseudo extra health.
And you lose all of your ranged attacks, so you must smack the slime manually.
Yeah, that figures.
Plus, you're also stuck in the water now. Unless you want to suffocate.
Bad girl. Hmm. Would I be able to suction myself to the wall and, crawl out of here that way?
If you want to suffocate, then sure.
How long can I stay out of water without suffocating?
I do not know. That is not it's not an event that happens very often that people have to deal with suffocation in this game. Why are you using Shield of Faith again? It is not your turn, Eleise.
Oh, she was just putting it, just like noting it down.
Yeah, because I'm not sure whether or not that would still be taking effect for her.
I think because it's still Rose, the shield is still active on her.
Alright, and you said this thing, wait, and also, did you say before, when you were mentioning this thing cannot be whatever, it couldn't be blinded?
The octopus has, yeah, so this creature, the slime, doesn't have eyes, so it cannot be blinded.
Hmm. Possible at all to hold my breath as an octopus so I don't suffocate longer.
Okay, to what Google says, you can survive for up to 30 minutes out of water.
That should be enough time, hopefully.
D&D, you can only hold his breath. Okay, so yeah.
Alright.
Also, you get a fun thing. You get a reaction as an octopus.
Yay, what
Get
can
a
I
once per
do?
cloud reaction called Ink Cloud. It triggers if a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of the octopus while underwater. The octopus releases ink that fills a 5-foot cube centered upon itself. Then the octopus moves up to its swim speed. And the cube of ink remains there until a strong current or similar effect disperses the ink. So that's not going to do anything against the slime, unfortunately, because it's a visual impairment and the slime does not see.
But would the being able to run away help at all?
Not really, because your only option to get out of this area that you're currently in is to go up onto that land and start suffocating, or to run through the slime. Which, you know what running through the slime does.
Yeah. Alright, also, if I were to do movement and dash, would that help me get along faster so I don't suffocate?
Yes. But again, your only
Okay.
way out of the particular area you're in is through the slime.
That would be a plan. That would be the plan that does not involve suffocation.
Yeah, no, there is one way in and one way out of that section that you are currently in. And that is this way, which is through the slime.
You're telling me I can't climb the wall?
There is... It is void out here. You cannot go out here into the black areas.
What about this area over here?
You can go up there. It is, again, you are in a dead-end area, though. Again, even from here, the only way out of this area is through the slime. And if you go up here, you cannot breathe. The slime will catch up to you, force you into the corner, and trap you.
Am I gonna have to make a new character already?
Your best bet is to just start punching the slime. With your tentacles.
Alright,
You are in range to do that. Roll a d20 plus 4 to hit.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna go out swinging. What? Oh, accidentally put a space.
It is
1D.
/R space.
Okay.
You're typing that like it's a subreddit.
I'm sorry, I'm blood.
Clearly. Congratulations, you do 1 bludgeoning damage to the slime. Because the octopus's tentacles will do 1 bludgeoning damage. Oh. Wait,
So there's no roll for damage here?
Yep, nope, it is. The octopus's tentacles do 1 bludgeoning damage. Actions, tentacles, melee attack roll, plus 4, reach 5 feet, hit 1 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, I guess my bonus action shall be to, let's see, my bonus action shall be to, yeah, to dash onto land and change back, or I think changing back would require, like, a whole new thing. Would it?
I think changing back would be a bonus act? I don't know too much about Wild Shape. I don't play druids. I can look that up real quick. Okay, so yeah, you can leave the form early as a bonus action. Also, dash would be a normal action, so you can't dash, but you do still have your full movement for this turn.
Alright, so yeah, so I can move and change back.
No, because this is the turn you shifted, and shifting forms period is a bonus action. So you can get out of here, and then you can shift back on your next turn.
Very well, I shall make it to land and leave it to Eleise.
Well, it's your turn now, Eleise. What are you going to
do? Save me, please.
Your friend is turned into an octopus and is clearly freaking out, but they have no way of talking to you.
will move here, and then I will smack the slime.
But that's the eating range.
No, because Slayer can fly, and is currently literally two feet outside of this. Is literally just sitting 10 feet outside of this thing's range of being eatable. Roll for damage.
Oh, that is the lowest damage I could have done.
Oof. Anything else you want to do?
I only have my bonus action left. Nothing else I want to do.
Make your wisdom saves.
Wow, 2 and a 3.
Yep, nope, this thing is just
I
gonna
used up
slip
all my
right
luck on the
past
last
you.
wisdom save.
I'm gonna die.
Alright, your turn, Yvonne. Make your wisdom save, and the slime shall begin its hunt again.
Also, I would just like to ask, if I were to suffocate as the octopus...
You would just turn back into your human form.
Okay, that would be good, I guess. But, let me see. Oh, I'm dead.
Yep, no, this thing is just gonna... Oh,
I know I have
it
to
is
make
time
this.
to make your deck save. No! Oh no, you are now stuck inside of the slime. You are being eaten now. Congratulations.
It's 10 damage minus the result of a d4.
Yep.
Also, I did actually change back because I wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible, so...
Again, you wouldn't be able to because you wouldn't have your bonus action to do so.
Oh, okay, that's...
Yeah, you didn't have your bonus action to change back into your human form. So you just
That's at least
moved
somewhat...
up to land as an octopus. You are stuck in this thing as the octopus right now. So now, also, you are treated as incapable of... okay, to give me a second to read this. Other creatures can enter the space, but a creature that does so is subjugated to the creature's impulse and has disadvantage on the saving throw. As an action, a creature within 5 feet of the cube can pull a creature or an object out of the cube by succeeding on a DC 12 strength check, and the puller takes 10 acid damage. I'm trying to see what... So failure, 10 acid damage, and the creature is engulfed. An engulfed creature is suffocating, cannot cast spells with a verbal component, and has the restrained condition, and takes 10 acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turn. When the cube uses an engulfed creature moves with it, and you can attempt to escape by making a DC 12 athletics check. Upon which you would enter the nearest unoccupied space to the slime.
It doesn't matter. Anywhere around here, it will get me.
That is correct.
You could go like here, so that way you actually have a chance of running away.
It is the nearest unoccupied space, so it's gonna be further back into the corner, actually.
That's what I was saying. It's the nearest. It's the nearest open
So
space. It's gonna be.
yeah, Slayer. If she does escape, she goes right here.
That's what I'm saying. Is I'm gonna be strolling back into a dead end.
Say one thing: smart decisions have not been made.
Yeah, you should have put on your acid resist ring.
Excuse me for thinking it may be cursed.
Oh yeah, well to be fair, you didn't make the check to see if it was an acid resist ring. Only Eleise did, and Eleise did not share that
Yeah,
information publicly.
Yes, I was the one who didn't know what it was for. I just saw like a weird ring and some sort and like a devil shrine, and I'm like, okay, so far every other like gold rings ish item we run into has been cursed and has tried to kill us.
Okay,
I'll
to
leave
be
this
fair,
one
the
alone.
Exuvia ones are more of about like are more of like head circlets than rings. I'm just calling them rings.
Oh, I know that. I was just saying is that as I was thinking it was like the same shtick, just smaller. So I was like, so far anything golden round we've encountered has been cursed and has tried to kill us. I'm gonna leave this one alone.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm going like out of character. I had to beforehand informed you that this thing is an item that I'm giving you to help you with the next boss fight.
But I got very unlucky, and also, yeah, that.
You could have avoided a lot of this damage had you just put on the damn ring.
Why would I put on a ring I think is cursed? I'm trying to avoid danger.
Do you know how broken cursed items in D&D are? Most of the time, even if an item is
No,
cursed, it's still a good.
I've
It's
always
still a
told.
better idea to put them on. Even if it is cursed, putting it on is typically
I
a
was
good
never
idea.
told this. I was never told this. Anytime I find D&D stories about cursed items, it always ends entirely freaking horribly with the DM trying desperately to get their party not to touch the cursed item. Their party tries anyway, and then it ends, and then and then usually the person who succeeded has to make a new character. I have never seen a cursed item go well.
I guess
And
that we
even
are
if
just been exposed to two different sides of the D&D world, because 9 times out of 10, the cursed items I've seen typically go very well for a character who picks them up,
the one
and
time
they
I
just
have
give
seen
you
a
like a
cursed
lot of
item.
ridiculous buffs with like a minor downside.
Yes, the one time I've seen a cursed item be beneficial, it was something that was beneficial, but also had like a weird corruption thing where it said, okay, so this helps, but also the more you do this, the more this bad thing happens.
Yeah, that's the kind of cursed item I normally see.
Yes, normally anytime I see a cursed item, it's pretty much just, hey, you want a new character for free? Just come pick me up.
Pretty rare that a cursed item insta kills you.
I was mostly joking of saying that it was insta kill, but but yes, I have never seen a cursed item that didn't either end with most of, if not the entire party wounded, if not some of them killed.
You're going to see those most of the time in the media because that's what gets the most popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people are really going to pay much attention to a ring that gives you a -1 to your intelligence, but they are going to pay attention to a necklace that deals 2d20 damage to you upon being worn. Yeah, the big stuff is what gets the most attention.
Fair enough.
The reason why you always see this going wrong is because that's just what gets popular.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I see they make character share intelligence.
I think your character is actually smarter than you are.
That should be impossible, but honestly, that might be true.
We're going to have to wrap up the stream soon. It's past midnight.
Eh.
Oh, yeah. Alright. And with that... Do you plan on taking your damage?
Yes.
Or do you need me to punch in your damage for you?
Don't forget about the slime armor reducing the damage by the result of a d4.
Let's see here.
Congratulations! You reduced the damage by 1.
1. Congratulations, what do you want, a gold star? Now take your 9 points of acid damage.
I'm going to die.
No, you're not. You're just gonna turn back into a human. Also, something I do. Does the freaking wild shape change her stat block to match the creature, or does she keep her original stat block? I do want to know that.
I think it does change the stat block, but I'm not sure that would help in this situation anyhow.
It is going to make getting out harder.
I really hope it doesn't.
Oh, it does. The octopus does not have much in terms of strength. It has a... I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering this right, it has a -3 to strength checks. And guess what type of strength you need to get out? Yeah, but guess what that means, Eleise? You need to get up close and personal.
Actually take a hit. No, I could just let it kill her wild shape. So that way she can have an easier time getting out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say your best bet is just wailing on it while you wait for her to run out of wild shape. So, it is your turn now, Yvonne. You are stuck inside of the giant slime, slowly dying as the acid dissolves your octopi body.
I don't have much health in my regular form either.
The octopus has more health than your regular form.
I know, and even that was low on health.
It has almost double your regular health.
Alright, I guess I take a 1... So what was it, 1d6 to see what I take, or...?
No. You don't take damage until it's the slime's turn again.
Ah, okay.
You have to make a DC 12 strength check to attempt and drag yourself out of there. And note, that strength check has a -3 to it.
That makes this an 11! So I didn't pass.
It is a... Okay, -3 from 14 is 11. You are unfortunately 1 short. You are stuck inside of the slime for another round.
And assume I probably know where its new position is for me just seeing Yvonne get engulfed.
Yeah. I mean, you also do know where the Exia that is piloting this thing is from earlier. It is just chilling out in the center of this thing.
For pulling Yvonne out of the slime, like, do I have to be adjacent to where she is, or do I just need to be adjacent to the slime itself?
Let me check that. Quick. As an action, a creature within 5 feet of the cube can pull a creature out of or object out of the cube by succeeding on a DC 12 strength check. And that is an athletics modifier.
So yeah, I just need to be next to the cube. I don't actually need to be near Yvonne.
You have a +2 to athletics. So yeah, you need to get right up. So its bottom tile is right here. So you need to be in. Give me a second. One of these 3 tiles. Or these 2 right here. Are the spots you can get to pull her out. And also right up here.
Here, assuming I can just use my flight speed to land gently.
Yeah. Also, it's water, so that, I mean, it's not that deep of water, but...
So yep, I'll just put myself down gently. I will use... So, yeah, it's an action to pull her out, right?
Yes, it is an action to pull her out.
Alrighty. I'll reabsorb all the slime from my whip back into myself so that I can use both hands for this easily. And then I will attempt to pull her out. Alright, so... Yep, and because this is a swampy area, this is made with advantage.
You are not successful and take half of 10 acid damage because you are wearing the ring that gives you the acid protection.
Which, since I also have the slime armor buff.
So take 2 acid damage. I do think you have... Oh no, yeah, you would have been out of movement, and that's your action, so... Unless dash is also an action, so you wouldn't be able to get back into the air. So, in terms of action, all you can do is make a new weapon for yourself.
To make a new weapon for myself, I'm just gonna pass there.
And that means it is the slime turn, which means Rose, 10 acid damage.
Yep.
So you are going to end up turning back into your normal self.
Yeah, hold up, I just gotta see here. There we go, yeah. Oh wait, no, it was actually at 5. There we go. Alright, and you said I could... Alright, yep, I'm just stuck in here.
Yep, you are stuck in here. It's not your turn yet.
Yep, I'm still... Alright, well... I don't know, what else does this thing do? Try to suck up Eleise as well?
Yeah, well, I'm looking up something real quick. Alright, I do believe that you just go back to the amount of health you had before changing. I wanted to check to see if it made it so you would have gone back up to full, but yep, Eleise, it is time for you to get eaten.
Okay, so I make a DC 12 dex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Jim, that's not helping me.
You are now stuck. Half of 10 minus your D4.
One.
So yeah, now you are also being slowly digested by this thing. I did not mean for this encounter to be a party kill. I thought this was going to be fairly easy because these things are pretty weak normally.
Hello.
Yes, but did you consider us?
So I had to do the unintelligent play just to try and save her.
Welp. It is your turn again, Yvonne. Can you escape your slimy fate?
You said to make a strength check to escape?
Yep, it is an DC 12 athletics check.
Let me see. Athletics has a +2, right? It is just enough, and I will escape to the nearest exit.
You are now one tile away from this thing. You must run away.
Yeah, run the hell away. Do not worry about me. I got the passive regen Plus, I can probably get out of this thing's grip pretty easily because due to advantage.
Alright,
I mean, this is a swamp, but I don't know if you'd be getting anything from it because you are being eaten by this slime. If anything, the giant cube is the one getting all the swamp right now, not you.
It just has to be swampy. Anyway, is that all you're doing?
Oh, see, I was gonna ask if I could use my bonus action to take a potion.
Yes, but for that, give me 1 second to read up on how potions heal. Because as a bonus, you get the full heal from it for an action, but as a bonus action, you do have to roll to see how much you heal. So give me a second to see how much you need to roll for the healing potion. Are we in player's handbook, I'm pretty sure? 2d4 plus 2.
Alright, so 2d4 plus 2.
You're back up to max HP. 2d4 plus 2, the very minimum, is 4, which you're only short 3 hit points.
Oops. Alright.
Alrighty. So, my turn now?
Yep, now it's your turn, Eleise.
Alright, so DC 12 athletics check.
Yep. Congratulations, you just make it out, and as you're in the center of the cube, you may move to any nearby unoccupied tile of your choice that is outside of the cube.
I'll go here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about my regen. 18, so I roll 2d4 instead of 1d4.
2.
And they both low rolled. So yeah, this is quite the predicament.
Yeah, even if you do move 15 feet, this thing is just going to come right up to you and make a melee smack at you.
Which I can dash to just guarantee I get out of its range. However, if I wanted, I can pretty easily tank anything it decides to throw at me. So do I want to just make a great sword to deal more damage to this thing?
You cannot dash right now. Dashing would be an action, which is how you escaped. All you have is your bonus action and your movement.
So I'll just move over here then.
And now it's gonna go for me, isn't it?
Actually, it's just going to go for the closest person, which is in range, which it can hit, which is currently Eleise.
I'll use 10 of my slime to make a great sword. And yet, that'll be turn.
All right. Plus 4. So 1. That is not. Slash. 12 acid damage, cut in half, minus whatever your freaking slime armor roll is. Alright, so 4 damage from our slimy friend. And with that, turn comes back around to Yvonne.
Alright, Alright, let me head back to this real quick and see. Alright, where the frick is. Alright. Alright, so my known forms was a crab, octopus, eel, goat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll just do Chameleon if that exists. But, Alright, so I know what to do then. As I see, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I will head into the water. Use my last wild shape to become to try and become a or at least see how trying to use my artifact to become a supersized octopus goes.
No. You are not hybriding yet.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't trying to make a hybrid. I was trying to do what I did with the pangolin, but with an octopus.
It sounded like you said you were trying to become an octopus goat because of the static that happened.
Oh, I did mention a goat, but I was like, no, that's not going to work. Yeah, sorry if there was some cutout, but no, I'm just gonna try and supersize an octopus.
I'll allow it. Same rules as last time. You are level 4, so it gets 4. You get about 4 times an octopus that's about 4 times bigger than normal.
All right, so that would be how big?
I don't know.
Well, how big are
8.
they normally?
I don't know. The book doesn't give me that size for it.
Does it not have a size class of like small, medium, huge, and stuff?
It says it's small. So I guess we'll just make you a large creature.
Yeah, that sounds fair. All right. So then that would be 12, 12, but then
12 AC, and then the octopus has HP of 3, so if you're 4 times the size, then your HP is going to become...
that would be 12, right?
Yep.
Alright. So yeah, so it's 12 health, and what was its AC?
12 health and 12 AC. I already input the numbers for you.
Okay. Would the AC not also be put...
Sure. That spellcaster earlier would still buff the AC to 14.
Also, would not the AC also be buffed up?
You're still an octopus. You're still the tiny fleshy octopus.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I did. This is the same thing I did with the pangolin. I increased the HP, but I left the armor class the same because it's still just a It was still just a pangolin. It was just a bit bigger than normal.
Well, that's
It
what I
wouldn't have
was...
increased how hard the shell was. You're just making it bigger. In fact,
Fair.
bigger makes you an easier target.
Fair. Alright. Alright, so let me try... Alright, Alright, so would I be able to dash Itsy, like, just outside of the slime's box and punch it?
You could dash to just outside of the slime's box. You would not be able to punch it because dash would consume your action.
Shoot. Alright, I shall... I shall stay in this area then. Don't want to get killed again. Yeah, that's that. Until my next turn when I can move and punch it.
Do we step
Hello?
in and do... Okay, so yeah. You're just gonna wait here?
I mean, yeah, getting close to it without punching it is just... It's just... It's just me going, hey, I'm back.
Yeah. And with that, turn goes to Eleise.
Alrighty. I will smack it with my greatsword.
Roll. I want you guys to know that right now, the way this fight is going, I have a thing I'm doing right now. Every turn, I'm rolling a Dungeon Master. I'm doing a Dungeon Master roll. And if I roll a certain number, I will do a fun thing to help you guys win this fight.
Okay. Hi,
You get
Mama.
7 damage.
Hi, Mama.
And
I'll move away 5 feet. Or
all right.
15 feet.
And with that,
Yeah,
we
that'll
move to the slime's turn. And it is time. We have rolled the number.
Oh, what's happening?
You guys see storm clouds start to form above the slime. And you sense a strong magical presence coming from these clouds as a bolt of lightning comes down to strike the slime. Which dies. So what I just did is God just cast a 6th level spell called Chain Lightning on this thing.
So, the literal God stepped in for us.
Correct.
Oh, that where's the GIF? Where is the GIF?
And as the slime disappears, a winged version of the Exia you guys have previously fought appears in its place. This Exia immediately vanishes into a puff of black smoke, disappearing right before your eyes, leaving behind a small red crystal similar to the fragment you guys found by the airship.
Hmm.
Ow, ow. I'm assuming it's my turn to go and do something?
Combat is over, so turn order doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I
Alright.
forgot to use my passive again.
Alright, so that would be a swim of 30 feet, I think, so...
Combat's over. Your movement speed doesn't matter. You can dispel the octopus form.
Alright, I guess I'll just swim out. I guess I'll keep the octopus for a tiny bit to take the crystal up to land and dispel it there.
Alright, you have picked up the crystal. It is the exact same crystal. When you pick it up, you realize that it is another crystal of the exact same type as the one that was, as the fragment that you found by the airship. Although the magic energy coming from this one, being a full-sized version of the crystal, is a lot stronger. And with that, there is one more thing to do for this camp for tonight, before we end. I'm going to railroad here a little bit. I'm sorry about this, but I'm just, because I want to do this scene. You guys head back to the tavern to meet up with Sierra and Arthur.
How did my mama's go?
Hello? You back
Hello.
yet? Yvonne? Rose? Rose? Rose?
What? Alright, I am back for good.
Okay. So, you guys get back to the tavern. And Aesler and Ciro ask you guys how your time hunting the Exuvium on the other island went.
I'm gonna say we nearly died. Mostly me. Because I'm blind.
She
Which is
made
ironic.
a few unintelligent decisions and put us both at risk.
Did you Aether asked if you found or saw anything interesting during your time fighting the giant slime.
I couldn't really see the slime, so no, I mean we found a gem after it got obliterated by and it got obliterated by a Deus Ex Machina.
What? Ciro and
And
Aether both question what this Deus Ex Machina thing you speak of is.
Is this Deus Ex Machina thing you speak of?
just a joke that means that something extremely convenient fixed all of our problems.
You said you found a crystal?
It dropped after I got disintegrated, basically.
Was there anything else you guys saw?
Fish?
Do you not remember what happened when the slime died and what left the crystal behind?
Saw what looked
I
like a more powerful version of an Exuvium.
Did it have wings?
Yup.
So it's a high Exuvia then.
There's
Those are
work.
the heralds of the banished god. If it left behind a crystal, that crystal must have been one of the keys to his prison. I suggest destroying it.
I'm gonna casually pull out one of my Exuvium rings.
Why do you carry that?
'Cause I can.
Kick.
Besides, you never know what might be useful.
No one in these skies would purchase that, and its only use is putting yourself under the control of the god.
I'd be able to extract magic power from it.
Any magic you extract from that thing is going to be unholy and dark in nature.
So, not
Suit
of what
yourself.
kind of magic it is, it's how you use it.
Never trust any power that comes from Lucilius.
Put the ring away.
For your troubles, I'll let you two rest here for the night for free. And please, take my words to heart. Get rid of those rings and destroy the keystone.
Yeah, we'll get to it after we get some sleep then.
And with that, we shall end this session. Also, I sent a picture of the high Exuvia in the Discord for you guys to see. So if you guys wanted to get a better look at that. So, what did you guys...
Player 246 with my amazing friends.
Dragon Steve? As the
and
DM?
I am now signing off.
Bleh.
See y'all in the next one.
Before I do my outro, what did you guys think of episode 3?
I honestly thought I was gonna have to start making a new sheet.
I'm not that evil.
I need to check my chat more. I got a few chat messages and yeah.
Oh. Tim, I got a chat message.
I also have some. Damn.
Wait, have you been streaming this, Rose?
No, I meant in Discord that I have a lot of unread messages.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, with
Streaming and
that,
recording now.
I'll be ending this recording. See you guys next time.